Hi guys, I hope you can see me and hear me. Let me know in the chat, please, so I know I'm not just talking to myself. My name is Yamile Yemoonyah, and we'll get started in a few minutes. We'll wait 2 or 3 more minutes until it's time, and so people can come in. And in the meantime, let me know where you're from in the comments in the chat. I see we have Hiro, who's from Japan. I know that. We have Yuko, also from Japan. Hi. We have JP from Halifax. Awesome. So guys, let me know. In the meantime, I'll get ready with my tech and check if everything is okay. And it looks like you guys can hear me. Hi, Tiffany from Vallejo, California. Sarah from the UK. Hi. We have Tammy from New York. And we have Becca from Raleigh, North Carolina, I think that is. Welcome, everyone, especially if this is your first time. We have 1 or 2 more minutes. Oh, and we have Modrina from Mexico. Awesome. And Tyler. Tyler, where are you from? Tyler from Utah. Awesome. I've been there, I think, once in my life when I was 12 years old. And we have Mark from Virginia. Awesome. I don't think I've ever been there yet. All right, guys. So, like I said, my name is Yamile Yemoonyah. You can find me at spiritguides.co. Oh, we have David from Western Colorado. Awesome. Welcome, David. So yeah, you can find me at spiritguides.co. And there you can also book me for private readings if you're interested. You can also just click the green button below that links to a page on my website where you can find all the info for private sittings. If you're watching on YouTube or FB Live, then please come over to Crowdcast if you want to get a reading. The link is in the description. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, the link is in the description. Come on over to Crowdcast so I can give you a reading. Also, if you have any tech issues, please reload the page. That solves 99% of all the problems. And otherwise, you can also maybe ask Hiro. He comes almost every time. He knows everything there is to know about like my readings, and he helps me. So thank you, Hiro. Then this is like housekeeping. And now we can get started with the things you need to know for the reading itself. So first of all, I have my own definition of spirit guides. You might come from different traditions. May it be like spiritualism or shamanism, or maybe Santeria or Candomblé or any other spiritual tradition. They all have their own definitions of spirit guides. So I have my own too. So my definition of spirit guides is like that any kind of being that comes from the higher realms and is connected to us in unconditional love and wants to help us on our spiritual path and maybe also in day-to-day life is a spirit guide. The most important part, if they are connected to us in unconditional love. If you say that, also if you invite your spirit guide to come in, always say that, because that keeps everyone out like who's like not working for your highest good. So remember that. So anyway, like this definition includes 7 kinds of spirit guides: angels, ancestors, and this could be ancestors that you've known or like way back, or even ancestors in the sense of that they have the same vocation or the same interests or the same hobbies as you, but are not actually related to you. But they, let's say you are someone who's really, really into cooking, and there's like someone in the spirit world who was a professional chef and sees that you have like this talent and wants to help you from the other side. So that spirit might come close to you because you have these same interests and might want to help you. So that's also a spirit guide or an ancestor spirit. Then it also includes nature beings, so that would be fairies, elves, dwarves, any kind of nature being. Then there are star beings, also known as aliens, but alien sounds a little creepy, and we automatically think about scary Hollywood movies. In Hollywood, like the way Hollywood shows anything or most things about spirits are not true, just to say. So I like to call them star beings. Then we have the ascended masters, who used to be humans, but ascended and now don't reincarnate anymore. Then we have gods and goddesses from all over the world. And we have power animals, also known as totem animals or spirit animals. So any of these can come through for you today. Then the second thing you need to know before you can get started is like they show themselves in a way that makes sense to us as human beings. In reality, they don't have black hair and blue, I don't have blue eyes, brown eyes or whatever it is, because they are not in our 3D world. They are not in physical form. They're in the spirit world. So they're more like a energy frequency, and you can actually feel that. And it's a little bit like when you listen to really loud, let's say techno music that has a really like strong bass and you can feel it physically. It's a little bit like that. But because we're human beings and we have a hard time communicating with an energy frequency, they like to show themselves in a form that makes sense to us. So when I give you a reading, I will close my eyes and I will clairvoyantly see your spirit guide, and I will describe them to you. But again, in reality, they don't have black hair and brown eyes or blue eyes or whatever. Then the same goes for names. They don't really have a name unless they lived on Earth as a human being before. They had names then, obviously. But sometimes they will give us a name again to make it easy for us, because we have a hard time like wrapping our head around this concept of the spirit world and what spirits look like and what their names are. So they make it easy for us. However, they don't always give us a name. Sometimes they don't want to give you a name, not because they don't love you, not because you don't have any spirit guides, not because whatever reasons your ego comes up with. The reasons are their own. Sometimes they just want you to realize that they are more an energy frequency, and they want you to like train yourself and educate yourself to like feel this energy frequency. Sometimes they might think you don't need a name. Sometimes they might know that you actually already know the name, but you just don't trust yourself. There are all kinds of reasons. But if I do get a name, I will tell you. Then also, and this is very important, you get the messages that you need to hear, not necessarily the one that you want to hear. Or let's say that your ego wants to hear. So how this works is like I close my eyes. Like I said earlier, I will tell you what your guide looks like, and then I will give you the message that they have for you. They might not be talking about your love life. They might not be talking about your financial life. But for example, if you want to make more money and that's your question, that's why you came here, then pay close attention, because even if your guide might be talking about, let's say, opening your heart chakra, that it's important for you to open your heart chakra and work with your heart chakra, then maybe that is because they know that if you open your heart chakra, that will help you to like, when you go somewhere in 2 weeks and there's this one person, and with your opened heart chakra, you approach them and you start a conversation with them. And then a few weeks later, they offer you a job, and bing, there's the money that you want. So like, listen to what they have to say and see, like, pay attention to where the connection is to your own questions. However, usually, like after I give you the message, they will ask you if you have any questions. So yet then you can ask the questions. But again, like these are mini readings. I can't like go into like all the details of your questions or even the message, because we have to get to as many people as possible. Again, if you want a one-on-one session, which is 60 minutes, you can click the like greenish button down here. All right, so one last thing, how I work. I already mentioned it twice. I I will close my eyes. You can close your eyes too, obviously, but I will close my eyes. Usually my head goes a little bit to the left like this because somehow it feels like the information is coming from up here for me. And then I will clairvoyantly see your guide and I will tell you what they look like. And then I will give you the message. So they give me the message usually in form of like claircognizance, which means like they just kind of like dump the information into my brain and I just know things. But lately I've been getting more like clairvoyant messages, and it's a little bit of a struggle because I'm not used to it and I have to interpret it differently. So yeah. Anyway, I'm learning new things, which is always fun. So did I forget anything? Oh yeah, one more thing. Even if you already know your guides, it might be a different one coming through. Why is that? Because if you know your guide, you don't need me as like the middleman to help you communicate. You can just talk to them yourselves. By the way, everyone has spirit guides. There is not one person on earth that doesn't have a spirit guide. We all actually have a team of guides. So again, like sometimes you know one of your guides and it might be another one coming through. So maybe that's a new one that wants to introduce themselves to you. But sometimes it's also the old one just to give you some confirmation. Also, when I close my eyes and give you the message, I will sometimes ask you, does that make sense to you? Or do you understand that? Then please like speak up because my eyes will be closed. I can't see if you nod or go like this. So speak up and say yes or no, or I don't know. All right, so we're gonna do like a quick opening prayer. So if you want, please close your eyes with me. And take one really deep breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Awesome. Let's do that again. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. And relax your shoulders. And one last time. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. And relax your face, your eyes, and your jaw, and your ears. Awesome. Now I'm going to call on my spirit guides to come and join us in this space and help me connect with your spirit guides. I specifically call on Archangel Michael and Brother Jaguar to come and protect this space so only beings from the higher realms and only beings that are connected to us in unconditional love can come through. I also call on your spirit guides to come and join us and use me as a channel to give you the messages that you need to hear today. And so it is. Thank you. All right, you can open your eyes again. And so here's how it works. I want you guys to find the call to action, the ask a question link, which is down here somewhere, at least if you're on your laptop. I'm not sure exactly where it's on your phone, but it shouldn't be hard to find. And type newbie, nothing else, no questions, nothing else, just newbie, so I can like see you guys if you've never had a reading before. So this is only for people who've never had a reading before, who've never been to one of these. Type it in the chat, type it in the ask a question section. That's a different one. Please find that one and type newbie. All right, so I'll go there now and see who's here, and then I'll invite you on screen. You'll get an invite and you'll have to accept it, and then you'll come on screen and I'll give you a reading. All right, so we have, let's see, we have Mark. I'll invite you on screen, and I'll invite on like a few people at the same time. Tiffany M, I'll invite you, and Teresa, And Jaden. All right. Ah, there's someone. Let's see who it is. Hi there.
Hi.
Who is this? Hello? Ah, there, you can see it. Teresa. Hi, Teresa. Oh, we have someone else. Who else is here? Jaden.
Yeah.
Jaden, I'm gonna mute you for a little bit until it's your turn, all right? Okay. So Teresa, where are you from? Oh, Teresa disappeared. All right, then we'll go with Jaden first. Hi, Jaden. Where are you
Hi.
from?
Originally I'm from Israel, but we moved to Canada 4 years ago.
Okay, awesome. All right, so let's see what I can get for you. So first, I usually look at someone's face because that makes it easier for me to connect. So sorry if I'm staring at you.
Sorry, I'm kind of nervous. Never had a reading
Yeah, well,
before.
oh, don't be nervous. All right, I'll close my eyes and it can take maybe 30 seconds for me to tune in and then I'll tell you what I see. All right, there's like a, Teresa, I'm going to mute you. Please stay muted for now because the background noises distract me. All right. All right, Jaden. So what I see for you is an angel that's around you. I'm trying to figure out if it's like male or female. All right, so this angel says like, yeah. So he's saying, this is hard. Okay, this angel doesn't want to be like defined by female or male.
This actually
Because,
makes a lot of sense.
awesome.
Because I do not identify as male or female myself.
Oh, well, there you go. So that's confirmation. Angel knows what's going on in your life. And that's also the reason that the angel is around you. So, yeah, it's going to be hard to describe it because I'm used to saying he or she. But okay, so this angel, all right, so this angel is dressed all in black. Oftentimes angels are depicted all in white, but this one's dressed all in black. And this angel is saying that you're going through a phase in your life that you feel, yeah, well, like you said already, like you're going through a phase that you're not sure about yourself and your own identity, but also like you feel like an outsider, and you also feel like you feel like there's a lot of sadness, almost like depressed feeling. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, makes a lot of sense actually.
Okay, so this angel is telling you to. Okay, so this angel is also telling me that you're like very sensitive, that you actually have a good connection to the spirit world, that you sometimes feel things. It might be that you don't know what it is, but sometimes you just feel like a presence, and it's like different than normal.
Yeah.
I do feel that you can't really explain it, but you do know that it's like something special, and you don't really know like how to talk about it or who to talk to about it. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So this angel is to help you and to like, especially the main thing, your angel is around you to give you courage. This angel is telling you that you're here with a purpose on this earth, that you should never give up. It will get easier. Angel is saying you're still pretty young, and like so you're going through like the usual stuff like when you're young, but you also have your own challenges, and so it's like kind of like double at the moment for you. But like you're also a very like courageous person. Like you have like a big heart. um you're very compassionate. You want to help other people, and you do. When you see that someone's in need, you are one of the people that help um as much as you can. Like I said, you're here with a purpose. And it's important for you to understand that this is a phase that you're going through, and that it's a very, very, very important that you don't give up, because there's a lot, you are going to like help a lot of people in the future. And this phase is not, it's not easy for you, but also understand that it's a learning phase for you.
Yeah.
And that like because you are going through these difficulties, you will later be able to help others that have the same kind of difficulties. Also, like when, and this is true for every time anyone is going through a hard phase, it opens up our like compassion for others, because we understand that other people
Yeah.
might also be going through things. So it basically opens up your heart chakra, and that's also what angels often do. They work with you on your heart chakra and your compassion and your capacity to love. So that's what's happening right now. And again, your angel knows that it can be hard, but there's a reason for all of this, and you don't see it right now, but you will understand it later.
Yeah. What exactly do they say about like my PTSD, and that like I'm taking initiative right now to be quitting medication, to just actively try and turn my life around? If they have any message.
As I'm not sure I understand the question. Like you are taking medication for PTSD?
It's not really medication for PTSD. It's the antidepressants that
Okay.
psychiatrists put me on. And
Okay. Good.
also a question, where like is the
Wait.
PTSD?
Let's stay with one question first.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. All right. So for you, what's important, and this is important for anyone who has like these experiences with spirit, that they feel presences around, or they feel like there's something that other people don't feel, is that you need to or want to work with this. Like you want to understand what it is. So your angel wants to help you with your like intuitive and psychic development,
Yeah.
because you have these gifts, and understanding these gifts will explain a lot to you about your life,
Okay.
about your earlier childhood, your life in general, and where you're headed. So your angel wants you to find a book, a class, a workshop, whatever it is, on psychic development or intuitive abilities or even mediumship. But maybe start with like psychic abilities. And then yeah, that it will explain to you things, and it will open up like knowledge that you don't have right now. And this opening up to knowledge will make you understand yourself much better, and like your purpose in life. And by doing that, you will be able to find your own understanding of who you are and what's going on, and you will not be dependent on antidepressants anymore, because through developing your psychic abilities, you will heal your like depression, basically. This is not something that happens like in a day or even a week or even a month, but like if you start this process, it will help you a lot.
Thank you. It actually now makes a lot of sense because I was sensing, and I would see this dark shadow in the edge of my room all the time, and I would just
Hmm.
look at it and it wouldn't move and wouldn't do anything, and I would be really weirded out, and it actually happened. Like I started to have those very strong intuitive experiences right
Yes.
before my uncle hung himself. It was at
Mm.
that moment that it all started.
Yeah. That makes sense. That's what happens with a lot of people when they have, especially mediumistic abilities, around the death of a relative. These things often start to happen.
It was like this feeling that there was something incredibly wrong, but I couldn't describe what it was exactly, but I knew that there was something wrong.
Yes. Yeah. So you basically had some precognition. Know that, and this is coming from me, know that like because you had these experiences does not mean that you are responsible, does not mean that you have to feel guilty, does not mean that you could change anything.
Yeah,
You have to know that. I don't know if you like had these thoughts that maybe you could have done something you couldn't have.
yeah,
So I hope this helps you,
it does.
and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, so we'll go to Teresa. I'll unmute you.
Hi,
Hi, Teresa. Where are you from?
Connecticut.
Connecticut. I've never been there before,
Yeah, well, you're
but
not
maybe
missing
someday.
much. Yeah, you're not
Well, I'm sure there are like some nice spots in Connecticut.
no, there is. I'm just being silly.
Oh yeah, of course. All right, Mark is also here. I'm going to mute Mark, but somehow I can't. What's going on? Oh, and okay, Tiffany, I'm going to mute you as well. All right. I'm still hearing noises in the background. Who is this?
Sounds like somebody snoring because I could hear it too. It's not on my side.
Okay, I think it's Mark. Mark, can you please like mute yourself? Somehow I can't do it. I don't know why.
I think you just did.
No, he's like disconnected. All right, we'll try. All right, so Teresa, let me see what I can get for you. All right, what I do get for you right away, and I don't see your guide yet, so this is maybe coming in on a psychic level. You're like a pretty intense person. Like you have
Yeah.
you have like a lot of, yeah, you have a lot of power. You sometimes don't even know how much, and you really have to watch like your thoughts, because your thoughts become real
Yep.
much faster than other people's.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's because I'm also a psychic medium and I try to push it away because it gets on my nerves.
Yeah, but listen, like you can also use it for really good things. Like if you want something, like if you want a new car and you focus on it in the right way, damn, it's gonna be like standing in front of your door within a few days if you do it right. So it's a really good thing to have. But yeah, like I said, especially careful with like having thoughts about other people and that kind of stuff. But you know that if you're like a medium yourself.
Yeah, I don't
So
have
let's,
that much towards other people.
yeah. Let's see. With you, I definitely also see an angel. There are others around, but the angel is the strongest. So let's go with the angel. It's a female angel in your case. She does show herself in a kind of like Christian traditional way, like with, okay, she has blonde hair, little wavy, maybe until here. Ah, okay, now she's morphing, not so Christian anymore. she she has like freckles, and she's kind of like, she's a fun angel, a little sassy also. Green eyes, high cheekbones. All right, and she's wearing a white suit and high heels, which is interesting. Let's see. All right, there's something about like business. So your business, I'm guessing, as a medium, she wants you to take like more initiative with that. And basically she wants you to read up on how to run a business and how to, because she says like you could like increase your like business much more if you wanted to. And so she wants you to, you have like the spiritual side, you know about how that works, but you need like a little bit like business training. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, because it might be also because I have a book I want to write, and plus I also am a seamstress, and I am kind of a little lazy because I needed me time.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. We all need that. But she's definitely going to help you with the business stuff, because writing a book is great, but you also have to know how to sell the book and market the book and promote the book and all these things. And I have a feeling you haven't really spent too much time on that part of like your book. Yeah. And all right, so she wants me to like give you a tip actually. So this is coming from me. I don't know if you know Hay House, I guess so.
Yes,
the publisher.
Yes.
Yes. They're actually like running this class on becoming a writer, I think it's called. It's like you can sign up right now. Actually, it's going to start in a few weeks, and it explains how to like work with a publisher, how to structure your book, how to write a proposal, all these kinds of things. So that might be interesting to you. So look it up. You can just type in Google Hay House Become a Writer.
Oh,
I think you'll find it.
I know who that is. I think I'm actually on one of their sites. I belong to it. I'm just lazy sometimes. You know, I have all these great ideas. I know I could get somewhere, but then I'm like, too much work, like a fat cat. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why your angel's here. She's like cracking the whip a little bit. So let's see what else she has to say. All right, so she's saying like, yeah, I mean, you already work as a medium. You have your purpose. You know your purpose, but you could basically reach more people and do more if you, yeah, learned a little bit about like how to run your own business as a medium. And she really wants to help you with that. That's why she showed up in a business suit and like high heels, and is very much about these kinds of things.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
All right, there's she's funny. She wants me to give you another tip. There's a book. It's called She Means Business by Carrie Green. She wants you to get that book.
She Means Business?
Yes, that's the title of the book. Write it down.
Yeah, I'm gonna type it right now because I don't have a pen and paper, so I don't lose it.
Yeah, type it, write it down any way you can.
She Means Business.
She Means Business by Carrie Green. You will find it.
Oh yeah,
also published by
Carrie Green.
Yes.
Try it, Rio. Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry about the
so. Yes, this is like the book that you need to read, and it will like give you motivation. You will like it.
Awesome.
Let me see if there's anything else. No, she says that's really all she wanted to tell you. Yeah, she's basically your business angel, and she really, like, she's serious about this. Like, you need to get your stuff together and write that book and learn how to publish it and learn how to market it.
Yeah.
Because she says
Well,
it's important.
yep.
There are people out there that are waiting for your book.
I know.
All right. So I hope this helps you, and let me know when the book is out.
Yes.
Send me an email.
Really will. And thanks so much. I appreciate you taking out the time and
You're very welcome.
because sometimes I can't read myself or I don't listen.
Yeah, I know how it is.
But thank
All right. Enjoy the rest of your day.
you too. Thank you.
Bye. All right, so now we have Tiffany. All right, let me unmute you. Hi, Tiffany. How are you today?
I'm good. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, good.
Awesome. All right, let me take a look at you.
Go take her to the backyard, please.
All right.
Sorry, the noise.
All right, Tiffany. You are definitely a healer. That's the first impression I get. You do have a nature spirit around, and nature spirits are often around healers. I'm trying to figure out what kind of healer you are. All right, let me first ask, did you already know, do you know about your healing abilities?
I know that I am a healer, but I'm confused on what direction to take it because I feel like I have so many. So
Okay.
I don't know which one I want to focus on to strengthen.
Yeah. Okay. Don't tell me too much.
Oh,
Let
okay.
me see. All right. What I keep seeing, first of all, your spirit guide is a female gnome-like being, and these sometimes show up, especially around healers. So, and this one, yeah, like most of these, they are very much connected to healing with herbs and plants. But this one also shows me a connection or pictures, or like she gives me the information that you would be really good as a doula. Do you know what doulas are?
Yes.
Have you ever thought about doing anything like that?
Yes, I used to practice as a doula years ago, but I stopped.
Oh, awesome. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So then it makes sense that she shows me this.
Yes.
All right, so yeah, I definitely get the feeling like you would be really good as a doula. I'm not sure like why you stopped doing it, but there's also a connection to like herbs and plants. So maybe something like flower therapy would be good. You would be good with that. You would also be great working with elderly people. But like not so much in like the traditional, let's say not in hospitals. I don't see you in a hospital. It's more like alternative care.
Okay.
So definitely, yeah, I see a lot of like with herbs, maybe flower therapy, something in that direction. And definitely like I keep seeing like the doula thing. So I'm curious, why did you stop working as a doula?
Because I didn't like working in the hospitals. It was a little traumatizing
Yes.
for my spirit.
Right, I get it. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, then okay. I get a feeling you should go back to like working as a doula, but like I said, not in a hospital setting because that's not where I see you. That's like yeah, like you said, it's way too harsh. Like the energy is too harsh for you.
Yeah.
So if you could like work in a private practice with others or even by yourself, and you would like use more alternative ways as a doula, that would make you much more happy.
Okay, that's good to know.
But I definitely see you with like babies coming in, and I do have a feeling you might actually start like seeing spirits around the babies when they come in, because this is something I recently learned, that like our ancestors, when we are born, are around us, and they basically bring us to the gate to when we are born.
Yes.
And yes, just like they come and pick us up when we like leave the earth again, it's the same when we come in. So they are around when someone gets born, and like people who have mediumistic abilities can see like the spirits that are around babies. So I have a feeling this might happen for you if you go further in that direction.
Okay.
Let me see. There is also a connection to the angelic realm. They and they are around like when you help during birth. They send like this, they kind of like hold the space during the process. They like send light into the space, and they send love into the space, and they kind of like help bridge the spirit world with our 3D world so that it's easy for the baby to come in. They kind of like ease the way in along with the ancestor spirits. So once you start working again, pay attention to like what you feel and see, because you might see either angels or ancestor spirits.
Okay.
And your like nature spirit, she yeah, there's something about herbs, definitely. Like maybe take a class on like specific herbs that you can use with babies. I'm not sure exactly what that looks like, but pay attention to what comes to you in the next few days, weeks, or months.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling your spirit guide is going to send you some information for courses, books, whatever it is, that might be of interest to you in like this combination of working as a doula and like the working with plants and herbs.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any questions about that?
I don't think so.
All
Thank you.
right. Awesome.
Thank you so
You're
much.
very welcome. I hope this supports you.
Yes.
All right.
Peace.
All right. Let's see. Who else? Again, for anyone who's new, go to the ask a question section, not the chat, ask a question section, and type newbie so I know that you're here for the first time and that you want a reading. All right, so I'm going to invite Becca Lotta. What a nice name, I love it. And Tammy. Oops. Yes, oops, where are you, Tammy? There. And let's see what else is here. And Leslie. All right, guys, so you're gonna get an invite. You have to accept it. And then you'll be on screen with me. But I'll just keep going until someone pops up. We have Tyler. I'll invite you. There we have someone. Yay. Let's see who it is. Hi there. Leslie,
Hello.
how are you today?
Very well, thank you.
Awesome. We also have someone else coming in. Let's see, Tyler. Tyler, I'm going to mute you for now. All right, and we'll go with Leslie first. All right, so let me see. Oh, yes, okay. All right. Oh, I need one more look. Okay. Leslie, strong energy definitely around you. All right, Leslie, for you the same. I don't see your guide yet, but I do see also that you have healing abilities, and I think you're aware of that, aren't you?
I've just done a certificate in crystal healing and aromatherapy massage.
Okay, awesome. I do also see you working with your hands, though. Like, have you ever like worked as a massage therapist or something like that?
I have done massages before for people, which is why I've just done the proper course now. So yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So now let's see, where is your guide? All right, Leslie, I don't know if you are aware of this, but you do have a connection to a star being. There are others around you too, but this being seems to be the one that wants to come through. So know you're also connected to the angelic realm. There is an angel around you, female. But I want to go with the star being, because this star being, and it's, let me see. I think it's a male. He wants you to know that he's helping you with like the energetic work. So when you like actually do like healing with your hands. Question. Do you like sometimes get like really hot hands, or like do you feel like there's like like a tingling here in the middle of your hand?
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah, that's because like you're an energy worker. That's like one of the signs that most energy workers have. And he's saying he wants to work with you on that. So know that when you do like healings with your hands, it would be really good for you to connect with that star being, because he will help you channel cosmic energies through you that will help you to heal. So that like make sure that when you do healing work, you don't take the energy from yourself, but that you channel it like this cosmic energy, so you don't get depleted. And you will know when you do it right is when, again, when after you do the healing, you don't feel depleted, but you feel energized. He wants you to... All right, he's showing me crystals, definitely. And there's one, I can't see which one. There's one specific crystal that is connected to him. Let me see if I can see it. It looks like a bluish crystal. And I get the feeling you have that one already. Do you have a crystal that's like blue, like a very like intense blue? Like it's not super dark, it's not super light, but somewhere in the middle?
I've got two. I've got one that's blue that's got little gold flecks. It's a lapis. I've got another one that's a sodalite that's blue with little white flecks through it.
Okay, I want you to
that's
like
the sodalite. If you can.
Okay.
Does it look
I don't know this
anything like that?
I don't know this second one. I know just a little bit about crystals, but okay, so here's what you want to do. Like take both, take one first, hold it for like meditate, hold it while you meditate, and see if you can feel that it connects you to something outside of you, to this star being. Then take the other one and try the same thing. Feel like when you hold the crystal, see if you can feel a presence around you. If you can't, put that one aside, pick up the other one. One of the two is the one. And he says that through that crystal you can connect to him. He also says realize like the crystal is just a tool for you to like understand how this works and for you to connect. You don't necessarily need the crystal later on, but for now it makes the connection, and that's important. So you can feel like what it's like to have this guide around you, and then when you know what it feels like, you can do it without the crystal. So don't panic if you don't have the crystal with you or anything like that.
Okay, thank you.
This being, let me see, I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think he's from Sirius, like connected to the star system Sirius. He has like, he himself is like, has blue skin. He's wearing a white robe. And he says like you've definitely had other past lives in other star systems as well.
Amazing.
Also, there's a connection to water. Do you feel like really connected to water or even to mermaids?
Not particularly.
Not, okay.
I like going to the sea, but I'm not great at going in. I can hardly swim.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't matter. But if you, yeah, because he's telling me there's a connection to water. So also what you want to do when you do any kind of healing, like have a bowl of water with you, like in the space where you do the healing, because when you do the healing afterwards, he wants you to like wash your hands in that water. Oh, and it should be salty water. So put like some Himalayan salt into it. Wash your hands in that water because it will cleanse your hands from like the energy of your clients and patients. That will keep your hands clean from any kind of energy that's not yours, and that's important for you. Otherwise it will build up and you can't work anymore properly. Okay. And then once you're done with that, like throw the water away. And like refresh, like get fresh water for every person that you work with. Also beneficial for you, like in the space where I heal, would be one of those salt lamps. Do you know them?
Yeah, I've got a few of them. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Yes, so have one of these as well in the space where you do your healings. Yeah, and he says, yeah, that it's important for you to understand that you're channeling basically energy that's not from this earth, and you're bringing in energy that's important for this earth at this time, and you're bringing it in through your healing. Do you have any questions about that?
No, I find that really interesting.
All right, awesome. If you're interested, you can also Google the term star seed. That's what a lot of people use who feel connected to other star systems, and who say that they had past lives in other star systems. They call themselves star seeds. So if you Google that, you'll find a ton of information.
I will.
All right, awesome. Then I hope this helps you, and yeah, have an awesome rest of your day.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so now we're gonna go with Tyler. I'm going to unmute you. I'm going to mute Tammy for a little bit. All right, hi Tyler, how are you?
Good, and you?
I'm great. So let me see what I can see for you. All right, Tyler. So you have So this is not one of your personal spirit guides that's coming through. This is actually Archangel Michael. I don't know if you've heard about him before. He's one of the archangels. The archangels are not personal spirit guides, but they work with like all of humanity. So they can work with millions at the same time. But he's here for you now. All right, so what I'm getting is, and it's not entirely clear, but I have a feeling you went through a phase quite recently that you felt you had to protect someone. Does that make sense to you?
In a way, yeah. I kind of always felt like I wanted to help people around me, especially my friends, right. I feel like.
Okay. This sounds like, the way that the information I get sounds like someone either in your family or someone like one of your friends, like someone who's close to you went through a phase that they had like problems or felt depressed or like went through like a huge transformation, and you felt like you wanted to help them through that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So Archangel Michael is telling you that this is like part of your purpose. Like you are someone who is here to help to help others feel safe and in a way also protected. So you are someone, you're very good at like holding the space for people to go through their own emotions. Because you are very brave in a sense, specifically in the sense that you are okay with people going through intense emotions without you also freaking out. Would that make sense to you?
Oh yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. So that's exactly what your like purpose is, and you can do that in like all kinds of ways. But that's your strength. So you need to know that, like, for the future, when you make decisions about like jobs and work and all this kind of stuff, that you know this is your core strength and your work should be built around it. So so you wouldn't be someone who should be sitting in a call center, for example. I mean, of course, you need to make money and all that, but know that like your purpose is to like hold the space for people so they can go through their own transformations, and know that you have like I said, a very strong and courageous like personality and heart that's very much needed, because most people freak out when others have like intense emotions.
Yeah.
Archangel Michael usually comes through for like people like you who are very strong and who have like this very, very big heart, very caring, and very almost like they can make people feel safe.
Interesting. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I've helped people go through a lot of stuff, and I try to help them, but my biggest problem is usually they don't really listen to me or take me serious.
Yeah. Okay, let me see what he has to say about that. All right. He says, don't worry about that. That's not, that has nothing to do with you. That has to do with the fact that people often don't trust younger people, for example. That will increase over time. Like people will notice that, will listen more. But also understand that sometimes it's not even your job to give them like advice. It's more your job to like just be there and be a witness to their transformation. So basically, like I said in the beginning, like holding the space for them so they can like release all like the stuff that's inside of them. Sometimes you don't even have to say anything. That's sometimes not even the point.
Okay.
But also with like time, you will learn more about like how to say things and what to say exactly. You would make a really good like psychologist, for example. Or you could go more the alternative route, and be like something like a life coach or something in that direction, that's totally up to you. But yeah, and also, like I said earlier, with time, people will take you more seriously and will listen more to you. So don't even worry about it. Don't take it personally. That's just like the other people that don't see in you what's in you yet. It's also about like your own development, learning more, etc. But like if you keep on this path, you're definitely fulfilling your purpose in this lifetime.
Okay.
Do you have any questions about that?
Yeah. Would that have anything to do with like Reiki or like energy healing?
Oh yeah, you can totally do that too. Yes. Yes, definitely. Because with Reiki and energy healing, there's actually not much talking, and people come to you for the healing, but at the same time, without them knowing, you will, like I said, provide the space for them. And don't be surprised, like when you do this kind of healing, that people like come up with like really intense emotions. Like some people might start crying, and you have no idea what's going on, or they might even get like angry, not at you, but like their anger comes out. Yeah. So that might happen, and that's like actually what you're doing. That's actually the purpose of them coming to you, even though they think they're coming for like a Reiki healing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So definitely like keep going in that direction. And Archangel Michael is definitely with you, and he wants you to like let you know that you're definitely doing the right thing. Don't doubt yourself. Keep going. Like you're on the right path, and you can always like call on him and work with him. So you don't have to know anything specific. You can just say like, Archangel Michael, I need your help right now, or whatever it is. Like especially if you feel down and you need some courage and like encouragement and strength, then you can call on him.
Okay.
All right. Awesome. I hope this supports you.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right. Let's see. So now it's time for Tammy. Ooh, it's already overtime. So we also have Becca, Laura. Okay. These are the last two, I think. We'll see. Let's start with Tammy. Hi, Tammy. How are you?
Very good. Thank you.
Awesome. Let's see who I can get for you. Ooh, also strong energy around you. All right, your guide is hiding a little bit. Let's see. All right, so it's I see an elf around you, and it's a small, like he shows himself quite small, and he shows himself like kind of like in a Disney kind of way, like wearing like a little green hat and like the pointy ears and the green clothes and the like pointy shoes, and yeah, he's hiding a little bit. This is usually my sign that the person I'm reading for is also more like a quiet person, more reserved, not the crazy outgoing type. Also, usually someone who's more quiet and a little bit more shy. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see. very strong energy around you. All right, so the first thing that he's saying is that you need to realize that you have a very strong energy, more than you think. Just because you're more the quiet type does not mean that you're not strong. In fact, you're very strong. Like, you have been through a few things in life that would have, like, other people wouldn't have been able to take it, but you like went through it and bounced back from it. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
So part of the reason that you went through these times were to show yourself that you are very strong, that you have the like strength to endure a lot of things, but you have that strength also to help others. Like for you also, like you have healing abilities. Do you know about that?
I've just started thinking I should go into energy healing.
Yes, definitely. Usually when I feel that like very strong energy around people, it's healers. So definitely go in that direction, because also because you've been through so much in your life, you also have like a lot of compassion for people, and it also increased your healing ability, because the more we go through ourselves, the more we understand what other people are going through, and yeah, it helps with the healing. So definitely go down that route. You definitely have a very strong connection to the nature being realm. So go out in nature as often as you can. Go for walks in nature.
I love the nature.
Connect with plants and trees. Hug a tree at least once a week. And being out in nature really, like, it harmonizes your own energy. It like brings you back to equilibrium. It like when you're a little bit off, like it will bring you right back to your own self and connect you with your higher self and your own spirit again.
Oh, good.
There's also some ancestor spirits around you. And also there's something, okay, this is a bit much to go into, but like there are some ancestor spirits around you. I have a feeling there's a female ancestor around you. I'm not sure if you knew her, but someone else in your family had healing abilities. Could be your grandmother or a great grandmother. I'm not sure. Do you know about that?
No.
Okay, maybe do some like research in your family, because you never know. I personally found out about my grandmother just a year ago that she was a spiritual healer. No one ever told me, even though I knew her. So ask around and find out. There was something else. Yeah, the same goes for you. You want to learn a little bit about like how to work with herbs and plants, even though that might not be your main focus, but there's something that important for you in that like topic.
Okay.
So maybe like look into it a little bit. Okay. This is also for like your personal health. Not because like there's anything that I see, please don't misunderstand, but your guide wants you to look into using herbs and plants.
I love gardening.
That yeah, well, there you go. Like maybe start a like little herb garden or something, and really use these herbs for your own food, like for your cooking and all this. This is good for your health, like for your body. It will cleanse it and connect it to the earth, and help you generally to be more clear. And also, don't forget, just because you're more of like the quiet kind does not mean that you are not a strong person. You definitely are. And other people know that. Other people come to you for help because you feel solid to them. You feel like they can lean on you, like something to hold on to, if that makes sense to you.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any questions about that?
No, you've done lots. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Then I hope you have a great rest of your day.
You have a
Bye.
great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right. So now we get to go to Becca Lotta. I can't really see you, which makes it a little bit harder.
Hold on, I can fix my blinds.
Oh, that's fine. I think I can do it like this.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine. Where are you from, first of all?
I'm from New York, but I live in North Carolina.
All right. Awesome. Let's see. All right, Becca, so I don't see your spirit guide yet. That seems to be a new theme for my readings lately, but we'll see. But what I do get right away
Actually, I do.
What?